So back at Mercer in September, we got into the topic of talking about winter training and using the paddle erg, and someone asked me how I use the paddle erg and don't cheat, as in don't go negative. This is my paddle erg set up in the basement, and I promised 2 months ago I'd shoot this. So there's the front, there's the TV I normally stare at when I'm working out, there's where I sit, and there is how I don't cheat. That is a two-person love seat. If I go negative, I hit the couch. It's pretty unforgiving. So I'm going to set this up and show you basically how that works. Alright, so the biggest benefit people get from the erg when you go to the New York race is cheating. It's going way back here. But now that I've got this couch here, I can't do that. Because if you've probably heard me talk about it and seen how Philly Dragon Boat Association goes, we're out at the hip. That's all we're taught, is out at the hip, out at the hip. If you want to take advantage of the paddle erg in the winter, the most important thing is keeping your stroke as close as possible to that, which means staying forward and not cheating. So, let's spin this up a little bit. So you want to stop at the hip. Now, I'm not at speed yet. Now, if I start doing the cheat stroke, watch what happens. I actually hit the couch so hard I moved it. So the goal is to set up forward, stay forward just like you're in the boat, and stop at the hip. Now the one thing you can't do as well on the erg is what we call the normal D around, which is that around, down, and in, kind of like that. Don't really need to. You can, but you'll be just as comfortable going straight line and going as forward as you can. But the most important thing is don't cheat. Stop right at the hip. That's your normal exit point. If you want to get benefit out of the erg without developing a bad habit, stay forward, out at the hip. Flip to the left. Let's see if I cheat, I'm going to hit the couch. That's a bad sound, and it feels bad. It's going to force me to stay forward. So if you want to work the around, down and in, it looks kind of like this. But because you got the shock cord pulling you up, it never feels as right. And plus, you got this up here. That's the only negative. It would be great if that was down there, because you come in down here. So it's a bit of a trade-off. So these are habits I've found over the years. First practice, as soon as you touch the water, the feather comes right back. But if you teach yourself to go back here, you're going to be scooping water your whole first practice, and everybody's going to hate you. So you want to just stay up here, right to the hip. You can load up that leg, load up that top hand, and that's where your big benefits come in. Working the whole winter this way. So that's it. Good luck.